Today we are going where the locals go, and we are going with our friends, our new friends.
I'm Catherine.
It is actually a freshwater, and we call it Sweetwater.
Yes.
Sweetwater pool, which goes into the ocean. So we're kind of excited about seeing it. We haven't seen freshwater in ages.
And this is our taxi driver, Jose. Hey.
Vamos a la playa.
So cold. So we didn't know what to expect. We did a little research online and we just saw this really busy beach. But lo and behold,
our amazing taxi driver, Jose, dropped us off at this, what seems to appear to be maybe some sort of resort, but there's no one else here except for us and our friends and him, and it is stunning. And we only paid $4 US, so 200 pesos a piece to be here all day long if we wanted to be. We are gonna go down and explore the beach and see what that's all about, but this is amazing. I'm so happy we went here.
yeah, so we're gonna spend the rest of our time enjoying it. This water is really refreshing, especially with the hot sun beating down on us.
Yep, and it's awesome because of salt life. I got into the waterfall and I can just feel the salt coming off of us. But it is literally tropical paradise here. It's gorgeous. It smells very floral. There's all these awesome different sort of tropical plants. I've seen butterflies and dragonflies, and
They got bananas,
mango trees, and just everything. It's just so pretty, and there's
paradise.
so many different pools that we've been playing around in. It's just amazing. Well, we left Paradise and came down further down the river, and this is actually where the river meets the ocean. There is a whole bunch of
Restaurants, places to sit, you can hang out on the beach. There's a guy cleaning some pots and pans in the river.
I think he's actually looking for a larimar.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's mining for a larimar?
Yeah. So there's a gemstone here that comes from the mountains, only in Dominican Republic, called larimar. We're hoping to stop at the museum on the way back, but you can sometimes find them here on the beaches, from what I understand. So this is one of the first pebble beaches that we've ever been on. Most of the beaches in the Dominican Republic are pebbles. So it's kind of neat to have that contrast from the white sandy beaches that we're used to now having these pebbles all over the place. leave it to me to want to stop at a gem store or museum while we are out and about. I love gemstones, if you guys have never noticed, and I had heard about larimar when we visited Dominican Republic and Punta Cana a couple years ago, but here in Barahona there's actually a mine that they can mine these, and they're very, very rare because Dominican Republic is the only place that you can find larimar. But it's also, fun fact, known as the dolphin stone. So you guys know I love this. They say that it has the power of the sky and the sea in it. So I thought that was really neat to have. And I think it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to wear it.
Adios, Barahona. We are actually sailing off anchor.
Which is really nice because it's been dead calm in here. I don't even know how we got wind to get out of here.
We waited for it, that's how. But we're sailing off anchor, one, because the harbor is so polluted, we don't want to get anything wrapped up in the prop. Two, we don't like using the power.
But we've got a really nice beam reach to get out of here, so it's been nice.
Yeah, it's gonna luff on you.
Although I'm luffing on the head sail, so.
Yeah, we're luffing a little bit, so we'll get back to you.
So now that we're out of Barahona, we are headed over to Boca Chica, which is a 90-mile jaunt. There is an anchorage in between, but we got a despacho out of here for Boca Chica, so hopefully we can make it and not have any issues. We're gonna follow the coastline, try to catch some katabatic winds for a night. Right now I'm not feeling so hot because I didn't eat prior to leaving, so I'm feeling a little queasy, and that's the only time I ever feel queasy is when I don't eat. So I just had a little snack, and hopefully I'll feel better and can take over helming when Beau needs me to.
Where we were anchored at, it collected a lot of seaweed, so there was a really bad smell. And unfortunately, there was a lot of garbage that collected right where we're at too. So we had to clean out our prop for our dinghy motor several times. One time I had to take it completely apart just to get the plastic out of there. Since we're easting, we're probably going to take longer than the 90 nautical miles since we'll be tacking. It'll probably take us double. That's what we found. But we're prepared for it. Brandy did a lot of cooking, and so we have a lot of meals. And we are anticipating it's gonna take 2 days opposed to 1.
Hopefully we can get some rest while we're sailing and it's not too rough and we don't come across any bad weather. And I still don't feel any better. Beau's currently changing out the head sail because we're gonna be getting some gusts tonight, and we're not gonna be caught in a big old storm or even with some gusts with the big 145 out. So he's changing it to the jib, and it looks like we're getting kind of a storm coming at us. Hopefully it's just going over the mountains and won't come to us. I'm gonna go inside. It's gonna rain.
That stuff's not coming toward us.
It's not.
No, that's all just going over the mountain. And it's actually probably being formed at the mountain.
Very concerned. The dinghy was floating away. It's already been a day. Hey, Beau, there goes the dinghy.
I know I tied it up. Must have come undone.
Slippery slope, that slippery knot.
Yeah, I locked it in and everything. Must be the Dyneema. We made it to Boca Chica. Got anchored, got set, put everything away. Went over to the marina here. Marina Zarpar, to turn in our despacho, because that's what we read online. But then the guy there tells us that anchoring's not allowed here. So we paid for a night to stay at a marina, which we don't typically do. We haven't done since we left. We had to dig everything out. It's more of a hassle than it is a luxury. You know, we didn't want to spend $40-something, $50 for a night at a marina. Just it's not in our budget.
But there are showers.
So now we're gonna go attempt to dock. It's been a while. So we'll give this a shot. It's gonna be easy side tie docking, so Brandy should be able to handle it.
Right over there. This is dock life.
We're on the docks.
At least there's wind.
At least there's wind.
I think Una likes it.
Where do you say the water?
So we don't always have the opportunity to tape everything because this was a almost 48-hour sail and I was super nauseous the whole entire time, and Beau pretty much had to take over. We couldn't balance the boat and it just is exhausting. So there's a lot of times that we probably aren't going to show you everything because we're just so tired. And when we got here, we were just wanting to check in, go to bed, have a good night's rest, and then carry on tomorrow. But now plans change. We're going to take opportunity for what we've got, fill up some water, maybe take a shower, cook dinner, and then crash. We've got to clean the boat up. It is a absolute disaster area because we've torn out everything from the V-berth to put water in. We want to clean all that down because mold happens when we're underway. The mildew happens, so I always like to try to clean up after we hit an anchorage so we can just stay on top of it. But boat life, it's actually a really big difference between here and Barahona. Huge difference. Lots of big fancy cars and lots of music and people partying and nice restaurants and just all the docking. Over in Barahona, you saw it was just very simple, very not touristic. This is definitely a tourist place. So excited to kind of check it out tomorrow and see what there is, and then make a decision on if we want to leave tomorrow or if we want to stay at least one more night. Maintenance.
This is the best bathroom I've ever had. It's been a while since we've serviced these winches. Okay, let's be honest. I did it once, and that was back in the marina in Florida. So that's been at least 9 months. But we noticed recently that when we're grinding on the winches, it's grinding. Like, it's making some noises and you can feel the friction in there. So the salt water has been doing its work to these bearings, and it seems like the grease that I did put in is all gone now. So now we're just repacking them, making sure that they work right, and we should be good to go for Puerto Rico.
Good to go for Puerto Rico.
Should be a slogan. Good to go for Puerto Rico. We are on the way to the Armada. We got to get an international despacho to leave the country and go to Puerto Rico.
We actually have to go and find out more about it because we are not familiar with it. So we're hoping that it's going to be a smooth process. We were able to bring our dinghy over to this little fisherman dock, and then we're walking. It's about a 10-15 minute walk. Hopefully, because we really don't know where we're going.
So we are almost officially checked out. We just went to the Armada. It was fairly simple. You don't need to do it through the marina. As long as you know Spanish or have a translator, you can pretty much get by.
Google Translate has come in huge.
Yeah.
You just talk into it and it talks back to them, and then they can talk into it. You have a whole conversation over the phone. But we've been trying to actually speak on our own. Use that 3 semesters of college Spanish that we have.
We're not officially checked out because we still have to have them come to the boat and do a visual inspection. But once they do that, we're gonna take off. Since we are leaving today and we didn't really plan on leaving today, we gotta prep the boat. Prepping the boat means putting up the solar panels, deciding what head sail we want to use, hanking that on, stowing everything in the cabin and in the cockpit, making sure everything is secure and clear. We typically do the dishes if we hadn't done them already, dry them, put them away. Basically, we try to get everything put away neatly. That way, nothing's in the way.
One of the other things that we like to do to get ready for a big sail, which, is this going to be our longest one?
No.
No?
Ilabosh
was. But honestly, it doesn't matter the nautical mile distance. It could take longer, it could take shorter, depending on how the wind wants to treat us. So right now I am making up a lovely little snack that we can have that will fill us up. That's like been the biggest thing that we've learned. The snacks need to fill us up in case we can't get to something warm. We do have some soups that I've already made from the last trip over that we can heat up if we can, if the weather permits, because we don't have a gimbaled stove. So we'd have to heave 2, or if it's calm enough, we can get down here and kind of do it. But right now I'm making olives with some avocados that we just got, some onions, cilantro, I'm gonna put some lime juice in it, some olive oil, and that'll be a yummy filling snack. Now I'm also going to make, because we got so many avocados from the guy on the street and they're ready, I'm gonna freeze some. Special note, you can freeze avocado, guys. I had no idea until we started cruising. And I'm gonna make some guacamole. We have some cucumbers left over, we'll be able to snack on those. And then I'm also gonna make some chia seed pudding, which you probably know if you watch us by now, we do like to eat our chia seed pudding underway. It's something sweet, it's something chocolatey, and it's kind of like a little dessert that we can have. Also, I'm making some eggs, so we can have some eggs heated up in the morning, and if not, we eat them cold. Also, I'll probably boil some eggs, because those are super easy to kind of grab a hold of and snack on. And I think the Navy is here to come over here. That is done. That's about as stressful as it gets. I mean, it's not bad, but they have to do their job. When you're leaving from Dominican Republic to in U.S. territory, they have to bring dogs onto the boat to sniff for drugs, I guess. So Una was not happy with it. She was outside barking at the dog the whole time. But they came on. There's not a lot to search here. He sniffed around, and then they pushed him up and they left.
We are off, finally.
And it looks like we're about to surf out of here. The waves are crazy.
You guys gotta check this out.
You wanna run up there?
Probably doesn't look like much from here, but
There's a turtle.
they're breaking.
I bet you saw the turtle. though.
We
Did
actually
you see
saw
the turtle?
we actually saw people surfing those waves on the way in. If you guys ever do come to Boca Chica,
Looks like things have changed since any of the navionics or any of the charts or anybody who actually we spoke to here, it is no anchoring at all. You can only go to the marina, although it's really odd that during the day, every powerboat in the area is anchored out. Great area if you want to party, if you want to jet ski. There were paragliders. It's a really fun area. We were hoping to get to go to Santo Domingo, but we actually decided to go ahead and get out of here and head to Puerto Rico. We had some misinformation on being able to anchor or not being able to anchor, so we're just kind of moving on.
it looks like we have a good weather window for us, so it's going to be a little on the light side, but you know, we're used to bobbing around.
We just have to go further out.
Yeah.
It's technically 144 nautical miles. It should take, I think it was saying 2 days.
Yeah, but we'll know
see
better.
in a little bit, guys.
Yeah, we know better because when we're going against the winds, we got to tack, so it doubles our time at least.
All right, I gotta pay attention because we're gonna go surfing.
Yep, time to sail.